This episode of Destructoid is brought to you by GameFly. Coming up on Destructoid, OMFG, new Black Ops 2 gameplay, dislike, downvote, unsubscribe. Darksiders 2 wants to make you feel challenged and surprised. DayZ is going to become a standalone PC game. All that and more right now on Destructoid.
Welcome to Destructoid. I'm Tara Long.
And I'm Max Scoville.
Happy Wednesday, Max.
Happy Wednesday indeed, Tara.
What you been doing lately?
I can't tell you that.
Really?
It's embargoed. It's a secret. There's things I can't talk about.
Playing any video games lately?
Maybe I've been playing some video games, who knows? But let's get into the news about video games.
Yes, let's do that. Probably the biggest news to come out over the last couple days is the multiplayer trailer that Activision released for Black Ops 2, featuring windmills. That's right, people. Black Ops 2 is a blatant ripoff of GTA 5, confirmed.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Windmills are the new bow and arrow.
Windmills aside, though, there is a lot going on in this trailer, and I'm going to try my best to break it down for you guys with a little help from CVG. So one of the first things that you'll notice is this floating display, which if you pause the video and look closely, shows your class name, what weapons you have equipped, and your perk selections. And it's kind of hard to tell if this is something that only you can see or if other players can see it too. Regardless, we now have an idea of what the HUD's going to look like. It's going to have your remaining ammo and your chosen kill streaks shown on the bottom right. It'll have both teams' total kill count on the bottom left and then a mini-map on the upper left. And then there are also rewards that'll pop up in the middle of the screen occasionally. And then you'll also see some pop-up notifications on the left side of the screen whenever the opposing team has engaged an incoming kill streak. More important than all of that, though, are the weapons, and we get to see some of the really cool new futuristic ones in action. So there's some stun grenades in there, there are giant air drones, we get to see the quad rotor drones again, there are little mini tanks, there are turrets with active denial systems, there are rocket launchers with vehicle lock-on systems, and of course, how could we forget the tomahawks? You can just throw one at a dude's head and he'll die.
It's a small axe to throw at people's faces.
Actually looks really fun.
The future's black.
Of course, guns are still going to be your primary weapons, and we get to see some of the cool ones in this trailer, including this quick scope sniper rifle, and this one which features an X-ray scope attachment so you can see people through walls. We also know there's going to be both auto and semi-auto firing modes in multiplayer, as well as riot shields, so you can have mobile cover, and of course the return of dolphin diving. Last but not least, the final 15 seconds of the trailer, if you actually stay past the part where it says Black Ops 2, the future is black, it gives us a super quick look at their esports mode, where you can see 3 different teams competing with some commentary by Mike Rufile, whose name I cannot pronounce because I'm no good at esports. But I am pretty excited for this game. That's allowed, right? We can be excited for this game.
No,
seems like the cool thing is to not be anymore.
Don't get excited about it because they'll yell at you. Those guys out there on YouTube, they will get so mad.
I totally don't care about Black Ops.
I hope that esports mode just has everybody in like athletic gear. You just get like just basketball players with guns.
It'll probably be very similar to that.
Probably won't. So here's a piece of news that I didn't actually realize was news. The hugely popular Arma 2 zombie mod DayZ is going to be released as a standalone retail game. This news comes by way of the official DayZ Tumblr, where the mod's designer Dean Hall, aka Rocket Kiwi, announced that Arma's 2 developer Bohemia Interactive would be producing the standalone title with him in charge as lead designer. Dean Hall has actually worked at Bohemia, but he was making DayZ in his spare time there because apparently, you know, when you make video games all day, you want to go home and make more video games. Guy's a hard worker. Now, considering that the mod made Arma 2 a bestseller on Steam, it's really no surprise that Bohemia would support it further. Currently, rumor has it that it will be running on the same engine as Arma 3, which got shown off at E3 this year, and it looks pretty slick. Ooh, look at those lens flares. Girl, yeah. Now, obviously, Arma is a really popular series in its own right, but a DayZ standalone thing is a huge, exciting thing right now because the mod is blowing the hell up, so Bohemia would be smart to make that their highest priority. Ooh, a submarine and a helicopter! Now, if you're balls deep in DayZ right now, don't worry because development of the standalone game will happen parallel to updates to the mod, so you'll still be able to play the original DayZ, at least until the retail version comes out. Dean Hall added that the project will follow the Minecraft development model, fast iterations with the community alpha available for a heavily discounted price. So, damn, yo, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that model either.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
so,
exciting.
DayZ, good news for everyone.
Yes, indeed. Moving along, THQ has released their last gameplay trailer for Darksiders II entitled No Death. and as the name would imply, it lets us get to know Death a little bit better. The whole trailer is narrated from his perspective, and it provides a general backstory of the game. I'm sure most of you are familiar, but if you're not, he's one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. His brother War was falsely accused of destroying mankind, and now he's got to restore humanity and avenge his brother's imprisonment. You know the whole story, right? I've actually been playing Darksiders II all week long, and while I can't say anything official yet, I will say that I'm enjoying Death's character a lot more than I did War's, at least in terms of personality. There's a lot of humor involved. Also, Vigil has added a couple modes to the game which I think are really cool. One is a New Game Plus mode, which unlocks after you beat the game, and it lets you basically transfer all your equipment, your experience, and your skills over to a new game, so you can start a new one just really powerful. And the second mode is the Crucible, which unlocks after you beat the first major boss in the game. And it's basically a survival mode where you face 100 waves of increasingly difficult enemies, and you're offered better rewards for each round you complete, with the option to duck out at any point and keep your prize, because obviously not everybody's going to be able to make it to 100. The catch is that if you do go for a higher reward and you end up dying, you forfeit everything. So there's a lot more at stake here than in your typical horde mode, and I think that'll go a long way towards keeping people interested. In the meantime, my review will be up over on our Rev3 Games channel at youtube.com/Rev3Games next Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and I don't want to spoil anything, but it's gonna be a good one.
The review.
Yes, I'm also gonna be talking about it on next Wednesday's show right here, so stay tuned for that.
Hey guys, you know what this is? It's Sleeping Dogs. It's a game. I can't talk about it yet because it's embargoed until next Tuesday, but I do have some tidbits about what the PC version of the game is bringing to the table that'll make it more awesomer than the console version that is for dumb console baby idiots that I'm playing because I'm dumb. So if you're a PC gamer, listen up. First of all, stare into this beautiful PC gameplay that Square Enix uploaded this morning. Now, listen to my words. First and foremost, the game is shipping with a Day 1 HD texture pack. If your machine can support it, they've got high-resolution options like increased small object detail, higher render distance, motion blur, and more detailed shadow filters and textures. If you're running DirectX 11, you get contact hardening shadows, HDAO, and use of direct compute. This is all in addition to key remapping and controller support, as well as NVIDIA 3D support, NVIDIA multi-screen monitor support, window and full screen mode support, and benchmark mode, alongside standard performance boosts on dual and quad core processors and SLI/Crossfire GPUs, and they've partnered with Valve, so you'll get access to stuff like Steam Cloud Saves, auto patching, DLC support, and if you pre-order, you get in-game Valve-themed clothing. Hats, everybody!
Yay.
Now, since I'm playing it on 360, I have no idea what any of those words mean aside from controller, but it sounds like Square Enix and United Front Games are doing their best to give the PC crowd what they want. If you want the full specs and all the system requirements and the words that I had trouble pronouncing just then, they are all listed over on Destructoid.com, and you can find a link below to it's just below in the video info on the YouTube. As for the game, one of the developers from United Front Games is coming by later this week for an interview. What do you guys want to know? I can't answer your Sleeping Dogs questions until Tuesday, but I can force the developer to. So let me know in the comments and I will just ask him your questions.
Sleeping Dogs
That's
is
Tara.
cool and
She's
all,
a lady.
but does your game come with a protective paper sleeve? I didn't think so.
Mine comes in a case.
Let's thank our sponsor, shall we? GameFly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 8,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds. With plans starting at just $15.95 a month, GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like. There are no late fees, no due dates, and shipping is always free. Once you're done playing a game, just send it back and GameFly will send you the next available game on your list. If you really, really like the game you're playing, just click Keep It on the GameFly website and the game is yours at a discounted price. GameFly will even mail you the case and manuals free of charge. This is not just for consoles either, kids. With GameFly's unlimited PC Play plan, you get access to hundreds of PC games all for free. Just head over to gamefly.com/Destructoid to get more info and start your 15-day free trial. Free, you guys.
Good.
It's no money
Go
whatsoever.
check that out. That actually supports our show, so we can keep doing it 3 times a week like we do. Now, guys, obviously the next big console on the horizon is the Wii U. Wait, no, that was last month. The Ouya is the future. That is different from the Wii U by several letters. Now, by the time this episode goes up, there will be about 5 hours left on the Kickstarter for the little Android machine that could, and as of writing this episode, it has raked in just over $8 million. Now, if you're unaware, $8 million is a stupid, dirty, disgusting, big amount of money, and with big, stupid, disgusting, dirty piles of money comes big industry. And in spite of the Ouya being hyped as the dream machine for indie devs, hackers, modders, and homebrewers, the big announcements to come down the pipe are mostly regarding the big companies who've gotten on board with the Ouya. A few weeks ago, Square Enix announced their support for the device and plans to port over Final Fantasy III. And today it was announced that Namco Bandai is in talks to bring over some of their franchises, such as Pac-Man, Galaga, Tekken, and of course, Ridge Racer, which has been a launch title for literally every device ever released.
Literally every single one.
They should just call it Launch Title Racer.
Launch Title Racer. Racing simulator. Also, that's got a nice ring to it. Another Ouya news, the team has confirmed that the console will support 4 controllers, and they're going to be priced at $30 each. So if you already bought a console from the Kickstarter, that comes with 1 controller, and if you want, you can pledge another $90 to get 3 more when the system ships. Just make sure you do that like in the next 3 hours, because after that it'll be gone forever, or until the system launches, whenever that may be. We still don't know yet. We have no idea. So one final piece of Ouya news, they've officially partnered with XBMC, which means that the Ouya should be a pretty good home theater box at the very least. That's what I use for my Xbox, and I quite like it. So yeah, that's our Ouya news for today. I feel like we're going to be talking about this console a lot more once the Kickstarter ends and production actually begins.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Indeed. On that note, that is all the time we have for today's show. We're going to be back here on Friday with another one of our live shows that is happening at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time here at youtube.com/dtoid and also at revision3.com/watch.
You have to come and watch us because I said so. Until then, because this is a video on the internet, we are obligated to ask you guys to subscribe, like, and comment below. Please shoot me some Sleeping Dogs questions. I will ask the dev what you guys want to know. And guys, if you like our show, please just tell your friends. Like, share our crap on Facebook or Twitter. Pass out some flyers outside the local GameStop. Like, carve our URL into some bathrooms. Don't actually do that. Just, take us home to meet our parents. We're sweet.
I'm really good
friendly.
with parents, you guys. I'm so delightful. Speaking of Twitter, we are on there. The show is at DToid Show. You are Max Scoville. I am Tara Longest. We will see you guys on Friday. I've got some questions about these dogs. Like, how sleepy are they?
These dogs are tired, man. I'm gonna go take off my shoes because my dogs are tired.